What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Reactions. You already know what we here to talk about, man. Of course, WWE Crown Jewel. Finally got a chance to catch the replay and watch it. Once again, man, they delivered. Solid pay per view. Solid. The first match was Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I I was kind of uncertain of where this match was gonna go because they're kind of hinting at Drew going heel, and especially with him talking, he been in the back talking to Rhea Ripley, and all this speculation, all these rumors, and all this shit going on. Oh, Drew's turning heel. But he was kind of like the anti-hero guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's been working. It's been working. I ain't had no complaints. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just I just had a gut feeling that, man, Drew was not winning this match, and he didn't. Drew did not win this match, and still, your WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. I mean, it just it's like, where do you go from here? But then again, it's just pushing him towards being a heel. And I really believe that that's the next step. That's what's going to happen. We probably haven't heard the last between Drew and Seth Rollins. I'm just anxious to see where they go with his character. I'm real anxious to see, man, because I think he does some of his best work as a heel. He is a hellified heel, a bad guy. Drew McIntyre is. I mean, ruthless. Yes, straight up. So shout out to Seth Rollins, man, and they put on a hell of a match. It was a good match. And it tripped me out. It was the first match, but they do that sometimes, kind of throw you a curveball. You know what I'm saying? But moving right along. Uh, the next match, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was I think it was Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. This was a flat out, match. I mean, no, I mean, just hey, who's gonna win? Shit. They've been talking shit to each other for the past few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Cody told him, man, you're not even the leader of your group. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, hey, you know, y'all are taking orders from a woman. And I ain't trying to be sexist or nothing like that. But it's like she always say, mommy's always on top. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But of course, there was some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? And uh, Damien had his Judgment Day brethren come out there and try to help him. You know what I'm saying? Finn Balor, uh, hell, JD McDonough, and Dirty Dom or whatever like that. And then to even the odds, main event Jay Uso come out and the crowd lost their shit. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, God damn it, Jay, let's go. Let's fucking go. And your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, I guess this would happen. I mean, it didn't it didn't make sense. It really didn't make any sense for Cody to lose. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Damian Priest already being one half of the undisputed tag champs. So you know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of those things. Just hey, let it happen, because sooner or later they're gonna go ahead and make this push where Cody's gonna fulfill his side of the deal and go over to SmackDown. And you already know where they're going with that. He's gonna finish this story. He's gonna finish it. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But shout out to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It was a good match. It was a fun match. It was a really good match. But moving right along. The next match, I believe it was and I might be all over the place, y'all. I believe it was Solo Sequoia versus John Cena. Now they were saying that this is probably John's last match. You know, he is. I mean, he's a part timer anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I can see it. He still got it, but you can see the ring rust. You know what I'm saying? And I just really, honestly, I thought the match would be better. It was. I mean, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? It was okay. I just feel like this version of John Cena is not the version that should have been going against Solo Sequoia. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was one of those matches that's just kind of like, you know, just it should have been weeks of build up. I felt like it was rushed. I felt like the whole storyline between the beef between him and John, I just felt like it was rushed. That's just my opinion. I mean, it was all right. It was definitely to me one of the weaker matches, but but the finish, to me was weak. Like you know, the Samoan Spike move. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell it, and John gonna sell it to death. But when it got to the point he ended the match and he was just repeatedly spiking him in the neck, I was like, man, come on, bro, come on, man. Like it was one part of the match where he threw John into the ropes and he caught John with it, but it looked like almost like a clothesline. They should have ended it right there. They should have ended it right there. I mean, I'm just saying. It was drawn out and they tried to make the move look more devastating. But I just think that should be like a signature move other than a finisher. I mean, I'm just saying. I know he paying homage to Umaga, but you know, it just it's a lot. It's a lot to believe, to take in, and I know it's professional wrestling or whatever like that. It's just it doesn't look devastating when you repeatedly doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, shout out to John Cena for being a sportsman, for being that guy to put Solo over, because I'm not gonna say he needed it from John Cena, because they brought up a interesting stat about John Cena, and I said this before the match even came on. I was like, John hasn't won a match in a while, and it's been a while, and he didn't win this one. You know, of course, like I said, Solo Sikoa won, but I just, like I said, I just feel like if this is his last match, I hope it's not his last match. I hope he get the send off that he deserves, or continue to be a part time. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to John Cena, shout out to Solo Sikoa, man. It was for your talent, for your wrestling talent, man. I'm just saying, but still, I just think it could have been better in my opinion. But moving right along. All right, so what was the next match? The 5-way for the women's world title. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. This is arguably match of the night. They beat the hell out of each other. I mean, this match was entertaining. I was at the edge of my fucking seat. Hey, and as usual, I ain't gonna drag this out, but she always say it. Mommy's always on top. and that's how the match came out. She retained her title. I mean, Rhea Ripley is a fucking constant in this business, man. I mean, her entrance for Crown Jewel, dope. The way she was looking, because over there they don't want the female competitors to show any skin, so they have to be damn near completely covered up. But this is a big step, because at one point they wouldn't even allow women to wrestle over there. Real shit. I think the first two women to actually get a match over there was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Lacey Evans and Natalya. Yeah, so shout out to them. But man, this was a good match. This was a great match. I cannot wait. The women's division is stepping their game up even further. I cannot wait to see what they do with Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, and hopefully Nia Jax. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she stay out of trouble, and she stop being so stiff with them damn shots. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all good. It's wrestling. It is what it is. But shout out to Rhea Ripley, man, for pulling off that win. The next match I want to talk about, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the women, the SmackDown Women's title. I knew this match was gonna be good, and it was. When the first time that they wrestled against each other, they put on a clinic. It was, you got the powerhouse versus the high flyer, and they mesh perfectly. Bianca Belair pulling off them power moves. She overpowering Io. But Io is quick, mobile. You know what I'm saying? So she keep Bianca on her toes, man. But, man, of course, there was interference. Bayley come out there ringside. Oh, shit. And then, all of a sudden, Kairi Sane pop up. Kairi Sane is back, y'all. I'm sorry. When she got the best elbow in the business from the top rope. That shit looked devastating when she do it. But she helped Io retain her title. And she retained the title from Bianca. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make sense for Bianca to get that title back. At all. It didn't make sense for her to get the title back. So I get it. I think they're going to push Bianca to being heel. I think it's coming. I really think it's coming. A lot of people were saying she's going to join, over there with her husband, with the Street Profits, street business, what they call it. But this past Friday, B-Fab, it looked like she about to join. So that's gonna be an interesting little turn. See how that's gonna work out. But shout out to Io Sky for retaining the title, man. Hey, can't wait to see what she do with it. Moving right along. Now, one and another potential match of the night: Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul delivers every fucking time. And him being in the ring with one of the greatest luchadors in wrestling history, Rey Mysterio, for the United States Championship, and I said it. Logan Paul is your new United States champion. Of course, with some controversy. He had one of his goons come up on the side of the ring, on ringside, and hand him a pair of brass knucks. Somebody caught wind of this and stopped it. And it was Santos Escobar. He came out there and he started beating up on the dude or whatever like that. He grabbed the brass knucks and he picked him up and he left him in the ring while he was running after old boy. So Logan Paul went over there and grabbed him and whop. Man, decked the shit out of Rey Mysterio. 1, 2, 3, that's it. But it was crazy because after he won the title, Ray over there in the corner, you know, he looking crazy and shit. Like, you know, he just took some brass knucks. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he gonna be looking kind of crazy. But anyway, he went over there. Logan Paul went over there and was like, "Hey, man, I love you, man. I respect you." And then Ray looking at him like, "You know what you did. You know what you did. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see where they go with this story." So that means Santos gonna step up and go for the U.S. title against Logan Paul. But Logan Paul, in my opinion, say what you want about him, and I know I say this every time that he wrestles, he fucking delivers. He put on more of a clinic than some of these guys has been there 10 years. I'm just saying. It's amazing his natural talent that he has for his in-ring performance. Real shit. But I think this match played out the way it was supposed to. Because, and don't get me wrong, with all due respect to Rey Mysterio, man, but at this point in his career, he's there to put younger talent over. And that's why I said Logan Paul needed to win this title for validation. Because he's been, when he shows up, he shows out. Give him something for his hard work. Give him something. And I know it's a lot of people, a lot of other wrestlers in the back, they probably gonna have, ill will feeling about it. But I mean, man, you cannot deny what this dude is doing in the ring. I mean, he coming up with stuff on the fucking fly and it's landing, and the audience is responding to it. So him being United States champion, I'm with it all day long. I'm with it all day long. Maybe he'll be on the show more. Him having the title, I hope they don't try to pull like that Brock Lesnar bullshit with him. He show up every once in a while or whatever like that. I'm hoping he's on the show, and whoever he has a rivalry with next, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Logan Paul got gold around his waist. Man, he gonna be talking shit for weeks, for months. Come on, man. I'm just saying. But this match was great. This match was good as hell. Shout out to both competitors. Rey Mysterio, you already know what it is. You the GOAT. Logan Paul, congratulations on your title win. But moving right along, man. So, the main event. The main event for the WWE Undisputed Universal title. You got LA Knight, yeah, versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Now, you can't take nothing away from LA Knight. LA Knight is the fastest rising star on SmackDown. It felt like just yesterday he was managing Maximum Male Models. And he just shot off like a rocket. And the promos that he been cutting, the build up for this match, excellent. Excellent story building. Excellent. But when the smoke clears, and still, your undisputed Universal WWE champion, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, man. It's a constant. It's an absolute. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's keeping that belt until fucking Mania. He's keeping that belt until WrestleMania. It's just, man. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with LA Knight now, but LA Knight put on a hell of a match. A hell of a match. What I would really like to see is LA Knight versus Logan Paul. That'll be a hell of a match for the United States title. And he ends up winning it? Yes. I think, honestly, LA Knight deserves gold around his waist. So, I don't know where they're going to go with his character. Not necessarily his character, but, his trajectory as far as his storyline. He might go with Roman again. or Jimmy came in and interfered, he might go on a rivalry with Jimmy. I mean, either way, LA Knight is money. You know what I'm saying? But that was the main event match, and it was very entertaining. It was one of the matches of the night. Facts. But yeah, man, another solid pay-per-view, bro. Just wanted to give y'all a quick review, man. Make sure y'all comment down below what y'all thought about the pay-per-view and what y'all think gonna happen next, especially with the longest reigning champion in the modern day era, your tribal chief Roman Reigns. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.